With the end of the semester just over 2 months away, some students are starting to think about their future after college. Coming up, MCTV's Jay McCauley has a special look at the event that gave students a chance to practice some skills that could be essential to after graduation.
Students heading to class on Wednesday had to pull out umbrellas and raincoats to face a gloomy day of West Texas weather. We'll let you know if more wet conditions are headed our way in the MCTV forecast.
And the Texas Tech football team is getting ready for the biggest game so far on the conference schedule. We'll have a look at how the Red Raiders are getting prepared along with preview of this weekend's game in sports.
This is the MCTV Weekday Update.
Welcome to Thursday's edition of the MCTV Weekday Update. I'm Sophia Aymond.
And I'm Morgan Cox. The University Career Center has been keeping busy this week with 3 different events since Monday.
That's right, Morgan. And even though all of the UCC events get students to think about their future careers, one unique activity provides an experience that can make a big difference when heading into the working world. MCTV's Jay McCauley has more.
Last Tuesday, Texas Tech students were given a chance to experience what life will be like in the real world.
So we're here today for the Mocktail Party. The Mocktail Party is an event that the University Career Center hosts every semester to help students learn how to network.
The University Career Center hosted its annual Mocktail Party. The Career Center hosts the event every semester, which was held in the McKenzie Market Alumni Center from 5 to 7.
Tonight we're having a mocktail etiquette party, and the purpose is to teach students how important it is to be very open and relaxed and carry on a conversation. And as you can tell, it's really loud in there, in a mixed group of people who might be interviewing for very similar jobs.
Brenda Becknell gave the keynote speech, which covered topics such as social etiquette and what not to drink at business functions. Becknell also gave demonstrations on proper handshakes and the correct way to hold an hors d'oeuvres plate and napkin. The event also gave students a chance to brush up on their human interactions without using modern technology.
And for a lot of young people that are college age and out, they talk so much by text messaging on their phones that they sometimes lose the ability to carry on a conversation.
When the speech concluded, students transitioned to a cocktail room. Once inside, they met with local business people. Students also had a chance to put their newly learned etiquette skills to use. At the end of the mocktail party, business owners gave the students their feedback on the interactions during the party. After the event was over, some students expressed their appreciation for the new skill sets they learned at the mocktail party.
I definitely learned a lot of new things, specifically the etiquette when talking to people and your body language. And I learned that it's okay to not exactly know what you're getting into, because some people may not be a recruiter for the job that you're wanting in the end, but they can help you and give you advice and maybe help you find something that you didn't think you would be interested in.
Logan Winkleman with the University Career Center says that even though the mocktail party is held once a semester, students should still take advantage of the resources the university has to offer.
So even if you're a freshman and you're thinking, I don't need a job yet, we can help you with internships, we can help you with part-time employment while you're on campus, we can help you with figuring out what your major could be. So any of those things, in addition to our events and our other services, I would encourage students to utilize us.
Although the event was this past Tuesday, students still have an opportunity to get in on the etiquette scene. The Career Center will be hosting its annual etiquette dinner this fall. The event takes place on Tuesday, October 16 from 5 to 8 p.m. in the McKenzie Market Alumni Center. For more information, visit careercenter.ttu.edu. For MCTV, I'm Jay McCauley.
Students from one college here on campus pulled out their resumes and brushed up on their interview skills for an annual career fair. On Tuesday, the College of Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources held a career fair in the Sub Ballroom. The fair kicked off at noon, featuring representatives from companies looking for future hires from the college. Even if students weren't looking for the job, the event offered a chance to network with professionals and practice skills necessary when looking for a job.
It's a really good way for students to really try to put their best foot forward, to try to really utilize the best 2 to 5 minutes of their time when they talk to recruiters to say who they are, what their strengths are, what they like to do, and just what their goals are, what their long-term goals are.
Beyond job opportunities, attendees of Tuesday's event could also find out about internships available at many of the companies represented at the fair. The Kastner Career Fair is held each spring for students in the college.
The University Career Center finished out its week of events with the Career Fair open to the entire student body. The fall edition of All Majors Job Fair kicked off at noon yesterday in the Sub Ballroom. Students from all over campus showed up with a resume in hand to see what options might be available for full-time employment or internships. This year's fair featured representatives from companies such as Dell Computer, USAA, and even National Security Agency, all looking for potential employees.
A lot of students get part-time internships, full-time positions from this fair as a result of it. So typically employers will get their contact information, interview them, and then they'll get those positions and be successful.
Wednesday All Majors Job Fair wrapped up at 4 p.m., but there's still a ton of events on the UCC schedule for the fall. For a full list of job fairs and other activities, visit the university's Career Center website at careercenter.ttu.edu.
Early yesterday morning, Lubbock residents woke up to the sound of thunder as a storm moved through the area.
That's right, Morgan. And the early morning storm turned to a very wet day here on campus. Starting around midnight, a cold front moved to the South Plains that dropped temperatures and brought lots of moisture to the area. Showers continued until mid-afternoon, bringing yesterday's rain to a total of just over an inch. Along with the rain, temperatures stayed in the mid-50s most of the day. A light breeze made it even cooler. The storm system finally left in Lubbock around 4 p.m. yesterday afternoon, and the temperatures climbed into mid-60s.
Yesterday's rain may no longer be a factor, but is that the last we'll see as we head into the weekend? Let's take a look at the MCTV forecast. The MCTV tower cam is still showing mostly cloudy skies today, but so far things have stayed dry. The cloud cover should move out of the area later this afternoon, and highs could reach close to 80 degrees before sunset. Overnight temperatures will stay close to 60 degrees with clear skies and light winds. Heading into the weekend, we should see a return of mild conditions and lots of sunshine. Tomorrow's high is forecast to climb near 90 degrees, but the rest of the weekend looks nice with highs in the low 80s. Conditions around kickoff of the Tech versus West Virginia game look pretty good, but you might want to bring a jacket if you plan to wait in line for seats. By the end of the game, temperatures will be in the mid-70s with plenty of sunshine. Next week, the first day of October should start out with another round of mild conditions. We'll continue to see highs around 80 degrees most of the week, but more clouds and rain chances return to the forecast early Tuesday morning. There's a slight chance of showers as students head to 8 a.m. classes on Tuesday, but the rain should be gone by noon. On Wednesday, more clouds will be back in the area, and it could be another gloomy day. But at this point, there's no sign of rain through Wednesday night. Looking ahead, some big chances may be in store by next weekend as another storm system is predicted to arrive on Friday.
The Red Raider football team is gearing up for a huge weekend when they come and they welcome the number 12 West Virginia Mountaineers to town. The Mountaineers have been ranking up the numbers on offense, and head coach Cliff Kingsbury says the Red Raiders' defense will be the key to the victory in Saturday's shutdown.
The group, once they get hot, they're hot, and they have so many weapons on the outside. You know, three great running backs that rotate through. So we're going to have our hands full, but we'd like to start faster than we have the last couple weeks.
We know that they have a great quarterback, a lot of great skill guys coming back from the last year. He threw the ball over our head a lot last year, and we're expecting him to do the same this year. He has a strong arm. Like I said, they got great playmakers on the outside, so he's going to give them a chance. We just got to be there to defend the plays and eliminate the explosives.
The Red Raiders enter this week's contest as the number 25 team in the nation after defeating number 15 ranked Oklahoma State Cowboys in Stillwater last weekend, with West Virginia also ranked top 25. A win over the Mountaineers would be the first time the team has beaten ranked opponents back-to-back weeks since 2012. It would also be the first time since 2008 that Tech has beaten two teams ranked in the top 15 consecutive weeks. Kickoff for Saturday's game is scheduled for 11 a.m. at the Jones AT&T Stadium, and if you're planning on attending the game, be sure to show up early and get a good seat. But if you can't make it, you can also catch all the action on ESPN2.
It may be hard to believe, but the beginning of basketball season is just over a month away. Both the Red Raiders and Lady Raiders are getting ready for their first games in November. On Tuesday, the men's team held their first official practice at the United Supermarkets Arena. Returning seniors Brandon Francis and Norrance Odiase lead the team, who is coming off its first ever appearance in the NCAA Elite Eight. Head coach Chris Beard says he realizes the importance of the historic season, but last year's success is not his focus.
It's a great season. Those seniors, so proud of them. I talked to a couple of them this morning, but it really has nothing to do with this year, And so it's like the quicker you can get on to that, whether you had a disappointing, you got to move on. Whether you had some success, you got to move on.
On the other side of the ball, the Lady Raiders are working hard to erase memories of last year's disappointing season. The team went 7-23 overall and only scored one victory in Big 12 play. Since then, the Lady Raiders have been given new leadership with the hiring of head coach Marlene Stallings. Stallings says that even though last year's season was a difficult one for the Lady Raiders, it's given them something to shoot for this year.
This team is special to me for a number of reasons, mainly because they have something to prove. They're hungry to prove something to the community, to our city, and to the Big 12.
Lady Raider basketball is starting a new chapter in its history, and the team has officially invited the public to see what's in store for the new year. Tonight, the team will host a tip-off event in the United Supermarkets Arena starting at 5:30 p.m. Free food and drinks will be provided for all attendees while they watch the team's practice session. Afterwards, a Q&A session will be held with the team and Coach Stallings. Following the session, fans will have a chance to meet the players and coaching staff during an autograph session. Tonight's event is free and open to the public.
Cheerleader tech teams are preparing up for another big weekend of conference play. The women's soccer team has a busy couple of days starting the road against Oklahoma. The team will take on the Sooners at 7 p.m. in Norman, and you can keep up with the game through TexasTech.com. Then on Sunday, the Red Raiders will be back in Lubbock to face the Baylor Bears at 1 p.m. at the John Walker Soccer Complex. Sunday is Greek Day, and there will also be a bobblehead giveaway for fans who attend the game. And over the United Supermarkets Arena, the women's volleyball team are hoping to continue their 7-game winning streak against Iowa State. Tech has been on a roll since the early September, and they are currently 2-0 in conference play. Tip-off of Texas Tech versus Iowa State game is scheduled for 6 p.m. tomorrow. If you can't make it to the USA, you can watch on TexasTech.com.
Tomorrow's volleyball game is officially part of Family Weekend here on campus. With that in mind, here's a special Family Weekend edition of the MCTV events calendar. Tomorrow afternoon, Family Weekend officially kicks off with a special event at Jones Stadium. From 3 to 5 p.m., attendees participating in Family Weekend festivities can pick up a schedule, a parking map, and a free gift from Parent and Family Relations. There will also be a photo op available featuring a statue of the masked rider and a view of the football field. The kickoff will conclude with a chance to see Tech's new Sport Performance Center located outside the south end zone of the stadium.
Family Weekend continues with a special showcase of talents from the School of Music. The Kaleidoscope Choir's concert is scheduled for 7:30 p.m. in the Hemley Recital Hall. During the concert, members of the University Choir and the Women's Chorale, the Matador Singers, and the University Singers will all perform. Each of the 4 chorales will be featured both individually and together during the concert. Selections for tomorrow's concert include works from everything from the 15th century today, and the Kaleidoscope Choir's concert is free and open to the public.
And the Family Night festivities wrap up with a social event that may mess with your mind. The Student Activities Board will be hosting their Night with a Hypnotist event starting at 8 p.m. in the Allen Theater. For the event, SAB is bringing in Salish, an award-winning hypnotist who has traveled around the world to showcase his skills. During the show, willing participants from the audience become the stars after undergoing hypnosis. Tomorrow's event is part of Family Fun Night, and it's free and open to the public.
So Morgan, are you planning on attending any of these activities this weekend?
Yes, I'll definitely be going to the Night with the Hypnotist.
That's all for today's edition of the MCTV's Weekday Update.
Thanks so much for joining us, and be sure to check out ttuhub.net every day for more news. We'll see you next week.